What's up guys, welcome back to another video here at Achieve Academy, and today we'll be going through surface area. Please like and subscribe and stick around to the end because I promise you it is this easy. Our learning outcomes for today is to understand what surface area of a shape is and to know how to find it out, and also to solve exam questions on surface area and learn how to separate shapes into other shapes. So, what is the surface area? The surface area of a 3D shape is the total area of all the faces of the shape. For example, the surface area of a cube is the total area of all 6 square faces. Surface area can only work for 3D shapes. In this lesson, we will focus on solving the surface area for cubes/cuboids, irregular prisms, and normal prisms. As we stated before, the surface area is the sum of all the areas of every single side in the 3D shape. In this example of a cuboid, it has a length of 10 meters, width of 5 meters, and height of 4 meters. What is the surface area of a cuboid? As we're working with a cuboid, opposite sides of the cuboid will be equal to each other. So we can simply put in our working out 2 times said length, as that will equal our first side and our opposite side. So we do 2 times the bracket of 10 times 5, which gives us 100. We do 2 times the bracket of 10 times 4, which gives us 80. And we do 2 times the bracket of 5 times 4, which gives us 40. We then do 100 plus 80 plus 40 to get us to 220. It is meters squared, so we are working out the area. Always remember to put the squared over your meters, because this is what will get you the marks in your exams. If you don't put that, you're losing out on silly marks. It's now time to have a go at some maths exam questions from Maths Genie. Have a go, pause the video and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, it says, the diagram shows a cuboid. Find the total surface area of the cuboid. Like we did in our previous question, we know our opposite sides are equal to each other. So we put 2 times the bracket of 12 times 5, which gives us 120. 2 times the bracket of 12 times 4, which gives us 96. And 2 times the bracket of 5 times 4, which equals 40. We then plus these all up. 120 plus 96 plus 40 gives us the answer of 256. And as we are working in centimeters squared, we put 256 centimeters squared. In our second question, it says the diagram shows a triangular prism. Find the total surface area of the triangular prism. First, let's find the area of our 2 triangles. As we know, base times height over 2 equals the area of a triangle, but as we have 2 triangles, we put the 2 outside the bracket. As you can see, if you have a 2 times the division of 2, you cross cancel. So we only have to do 5 times 12. And 5 times 12 equals 60. Now, let's work out the area of all our other rectangles. So, for the rectangle on top, we do 13 times 10, which equals 130. For the one underneath, we do 12 times 10 to get 120. And for the rectangle at the back, we do 5 times 10, which equals 50. We then add them all up. 60 plus 130 plus 120 plus 50 equals 360. So our final answer would be 360 centimeters squared. With some shapes, we must separate them to work out certain values of lengths, which we then use to work out the surface area. Here, we will separate this 3D shape into 2 cuboids, so we can find the other sides needed, and it's now easier to work out the surface area. Here, I draw a line down the middle of this prism. So here, x would equal 6, and y would equal 7, because 10 minus 4 equals 6, and 10 minus 3 equals 7. This will now allow us to work out the surface area of the prism. Here is an exam style question of the topic we've just been over. Have a go, pause the video and unpause when you've done. So, the question says, the diagram shows a prism. Calculate the total surface area of the prism. First, we divide our prism into 2 cuboids by drawing a line down the middle. Now, we'll work out our values for our length and our height, what we don't know. So we do 8 minus 5 to get 3, and we do 7 minus 3 to get 4. Now we work out the surface area of the prism. So our front side would be 7 times 3 plus 3 times 5, which equals 36. And for the side at the back, it's obviously the same, because it is the opposite equal side. So that also equals 36. Our bottom side is 8 times 10, that rectangle, which equals 80. And our total top would equal 3 times 10 plus 5 times 10, which will equal 80. If you notice in the pattern that they're all equal, it's because if you would have had this cuboid back into the original cuboid, you would just get one big cuboid. So obviously each side will be equal to the other. For our side, we do 10 times 7 to get 70, and to get our total side on our other side, we do 10 times 3 plus 10 times 4, which equals 70. And obviously we have 2 times the amount of each side. So we do 2 times 36 plus 2 times 80 plus 2 times 70, which gives us the answer of 372. So we write our answer of 372 centimeters squared. Now it's time to have a go at some of the hardest exam questions you'll probably be asked on surface area. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, it says the diagram shows a prism. The cross section of the prism is in the shape of a trapezium. Calculate the total surface area of the prism. First, we work out the area of a trapezium, which is A plus B over 2 times the vertical height. Not the slant height, must be the vertical height. So, we do 7 plus 15, all divided by 2, times 6, which gives us the answer of 66. And that is the same for the front and the back of the prism. Our sides are then both rectangles. 2 times 8 times 5 gives us the answer of 80. Our bottom side is a rectangle of 15 times 8, which gives us 120. And our top rectangle is 7 times 8, which gives us 56. We then add them all up. 66 plus 66 plus 80 plus 120 plus 56 gives us 388. So our total surface area of our prism is 388 centimeters squared. So, in our second question, it says the diagram shows a box. 5 of these boxes are going to be painted. Each pot of paint can cover 6 meters squared. How many pots of paint are going to be needed to paint 5 boxes? First, we must convert our units into meters, because that is what the question is asking us. So, 100 centimeters is 1 meter, 40 centimeters is 0.4 meters, and 50 centimeters is 0.5 meters. Now, we can work out the surface area. So, we do 2 times 1 times 0.5, which gives us 1. 2 times the bracket of 1 times 0.4 gives us 0.8. And 2 times the bracket of 0.5 times 0.4 gives us 0.4. We then add them all up. 1 plus 0.8 plus 0.4 equals 2.2. This is the total surface area of one box. It says in the question we got 5 of these boxes. So we do 2.2 times 5, which gives us 11. And it says each pot of paint can cover 6 meters squared. So obviously we're going to need 12 meters squared, because that's bigger than 12, and 6 is less than 12. Therefore, we'll need 2 pots of paint to paint the 5 boxes. So our final answer is 2 pots. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's lesson. And I did say it was that easy. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you hadn't already, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.